Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Ellie and happy Tutorial Tuesday. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I make my cupcake liner rosettes. I've done so many different types of methods and a lot of them have failed and some of them seem to work. I guess it just all depends on the kind of day you're having. Cupcake liners are pretty fragile to work with. They're so thin and can easily mess up. So you just gotta kind of, go through a lot of tries before getting that right one, because trust me, it took me a couple of tries to get to these two. So I created these two and I posted them to my Instagram, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of how I made these. So what you're gonna need is some cupcake liners. Here are just a few that I have. I have my doilies, but you don't have to use these. It's only if you want to give it this kind of look. You need some different types of punches. This one is a 2-inch circle, and then this one is a 1.5 inch scallop circle. So here is what that one looks like, and then here is my circled one. And then I also have the smaller one in case I need it. So I pulled those out. You'll need some matching scrap paper, scrap paper that you want to use to punch your circles and use for your rosettes. You'll need some scissors, a glue gun. I have my tweezers just in case. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. And definitely my tiny little scissors because these are perfect to shape. But before we start with the tutorial, I wanted to show you guys some doilies that I made, and I posted these to my Instagram and I love how they turned out. This is I did this using the Sizzix machine that I have and the die from Recollections that I purchased at Michael's, if you guys remember. And this is the Planner Society paper. Like, look at how pretty that doily is, and I love this one, definitely my favorite. So here are just a few that I created, and you can also definitely use these type of doilies for your cupcake liner rosettes or even paper rosettes. And this one's actually vellum. I love it. So here are just a few that I made, and I think they came out great. And I just wanted to show them to you guys in case you don't follow me on my Instagram. But here we go. So I'm gonna pull out the liners I'm gonna be working with. I'm gonna pull out two of the larger ones, and the pink and the yellow. And the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna fold your cupcake liner in half. Now, trust me guys, I go through a lot of these again before I get the right type of rosette, so don't feel bad if yours doesn't come out right, because that's just how it goes with these. These are very, very tricky. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna just cut. I'm cutting along the line of where the bottom ends. So I'm just cutting along the line. And these scissors are perfect for this type of shaping because they shape really nice. Unlike these are a bit harder to work with if you're shaping. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do all of them. And always try to handle it from the bottom so that you're not messing with the creases of the cupcake liner. And you don't worry about the middle parts that you don't use. If you want to save those, feel free to save them as well, because especially if they have designs or images, you can always use them as like embellishments or like a die cut or some kind of decoration. So the only one thing that worries me about making these on camera is that they're not gonna come out right, because it does take me a while to get these done. That's why I rather do paper rosettes most, But you know, like with cupcake liners, they're designed and they look cute too, so sometimes I do these. So now you're just gonna cut down a creased line. It doesn't matter where you cut it, whether it's like, or like, yeah, like where the cut is, it doesn't really matter, as long as you cut it. Okay, there we go. So now the one thing that you're gonna do is you can do a small scallop, you can do a small one, or you can do a bigger one, but it's totally up to you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the small one, and I'm just gonna put glue a little bit at a time, and then stick to the edge as much as possible. And then if you want, you can kind of crease it in a little bit. And then to get it to fold, you're just gonna slightly fold it in like that. So that's what that looks like. And you're gonna keep doing that all the way around. And then just be careful with your fingers, because since it is paper, the glue, you're gonna be able to feel it, the glue. And mine don't always come out even, so that's another thing. Like, this is definitely not a perfect project, but it all depends on how you like it or how you try to fix it. See, as you can see, it's starting to look like it looks bigger, and then it's getting smaller, but I might have to cut. Okay, so just keep it going, kind of just tucking it in like that. And I'm getting to the end where I'm about to run out of paper, but don't worry about it. Because then what you can do is you can take one that you have as your, kind of as like your scrap, and you're just gonna take a little piece just put a little tiny glue right there. And then one more. Kind of like that. Okay, so there you have a liner, and again, mine does look a little odd, but I'm not gonna worry about that. And we'll do one more. The other thing that you can do is you can try to do it, you know, pretty quick. Kind of just grab it like that and then just kind of glue it down. But that all depends on if that's how you want to do it. I really hate this glue gun. See, this one came out a little nicer. I'm gonna do the same thing. And depending on how tight you make your like inner lines, you might have enough, and you might be able to use the entire liner without having to cut. Alright, and see, this one looks a lot better. Alright guys, so I went to do the rest of the cupcake liners again using the same method. I did have a little extra that I was short, but I layered it with some more of my cupcake liner, and overall I think they came out slightly decent. This one actually came out pretty good. This one looks a little bit on the crooked side, but I'm not gonna worry about it. And so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take a doily if you want to. Again, you don't have to. And you're gonna lay it just like that. And go ahead and add some glue. You just basically need to add it to the center. And there you go. That's what that looks like. And layering it over each other is what makes it look a little more fuller and better, so feel free to do that. Alright, I can already tell I'm not really liking this one, but I'm gonna make one more. I think it's because what I did with this one, I cut it down, guys. I didn't use the entire size. I'm not even gonna finish that one. I'm just gonna leave it like that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this one down, kind of like I did with the other one. Alright guys, sorry about that. So I had to end up cutting it down because I just was not liking how it was looking and how it was coming out. And this looks a little bit more decent, a little bit more better. So I'm just gonna go with it. But basically you guys know the method, and just kind of keep practicing, keep working at it until you get the right one that you want to use. Again, it took me a while to get the one that I wanted to use. So yes. Where's my... Alright. And then also, if you keep layering it, I think it kind of takes the focus out of what the circle actually looks like. As you can see, just kind of play around with it and just try to shape it as best as you can. I just keep taking off, and I'm gonna end up messing it up more. And you can even do something like that, which to me it looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and add it. And it's almost like if you're looking at it right. So that's what we're gonna do for that. And then lastly, we're gonna add our final embellishment, which is this little yellow flower right here, or white and yellow. And there you go. So that's what that looks like. Again, I did not like how this one turned out, but that's it, guys. That is the basic method of how I've been doing the rosettes lately. And as you can see, it takes a lot of practice, so definitely just keep practicing and keep trying to figure out what works best for you guys. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. You know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at Eli_planwithme. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.